good evening. I must say, it's been a while I saw my Rasta guy. He brings a lot of energy, and see the way he's smiling. Isn't he cute? Okay, so hey, nice I was hey,
we are just coming from a violence week.
Oh wow! Hey wow! What happened?
Last week, this week in
the violence.
Violence in kwa. Violence from Ejirane, Shatta Wale, Onwa Koya. Your friend say Onwa SM Empire for you to go this week. It's been violence here and there. And your message you beat me a live video. No, I talk he from US sometime. And I think say Trini Jonas also replied, if you ask as nigga, it's any message way too far. No, I talk both local and international. You see, the one time you have to wear helmets.
And the more people.
And you know, say, oh, me young person, I'm sure I'll be too a bit me room, but when you are born kufu, TB, I bet me a save.
But you, Shatta Wale, you know, only they have cast monkey and
oh, say have cast monkey and I think the have cast monkey was part of the apology, my initial post here on Facebook with regards
he has apologized for that.
Oh yes, of course he did.
What's it then? I didn't what changed?
Oh, I think he said a man for be a misunderstanding the statement he made on Facebook. So he came to apologize. Said he didn't mean any harm by your friend saying disappointed graduate name one no make he didn't mean harm, but he was rather referring to one person that came in his DM to incite him or to provoke him to have that kind of conversation. So it was out of that pain because the person, and he also said he's always intimidated by people who are too book long or have book knowledge.
He's intimidated by them.
By them.
Is that why he was throwing fire at Sadiq?
Exactly. So and Sadiq, well, if Sadiq so book long man.
Yeah, or say the English
if you can't type plenty English, good English, they are good grammar, they are Shatta Wale there. He is always intimidated by somebody like that, especially if he has money than you. I know Philly so was casting and a crab grown and you want you will be Sadiq then or say them monkey. Half cast
monkey. Sorry to say what instance.
Okay. So that's it. So he apologized to the fans that were offended by those your friends comments that he made, and also sent his condolence to the family of the people that lost their life in the protesting.
In your position, do you think he should have done that?
Oh, I think it's the most honorable thing to do. Of course, most people think what he said, he did not make sense. Yes, of course, there are some that I disagree with him, but others make sense. So this is what I took out of the statement on make here. It is just like overpass or overhead bridge. Say we should use it to cross the road, okay? But some people, some living legends feel they can pass the overhead bridge normal for climbing. So when they do and they get knocked down by a car, you see, at that particular point, the person is either injured or is in a bad state. You don't add insult to injury and go and say, once I will Jimmy, you can't say someone for so, and I'll come you proud. You understand? But at that particular point, even though whatever you are telling the person is right, but the timing
wrong. They were not ready for that information.
Exactly. So if there's anything that you would have to do first, at least sympathize with the person.
Yeah, then
later you tell the person whatever you want to say to the person. So I think it was the timing was very wrong for that kind of conversation.
And he admits.
He admitted totally in his live video.
That's what I said some time ago.
Exactly.
The timing was wrong.
And the timing there, blah. On who say no. Yes, we try to continue their fancy question. So it was
face the one, face the one in a different direction.
In a different direction, so he had to. On one kasa cut down his sumi yes or no, and he also, I think today he made a tweet, or was it yesterday, saying even Abbas Sariki Giwa also called him to advise him, and out of that he still stamps on that apology, even with the people who were not able to watch his video, apology video, his live video. He's saying again that he is very sorry for anybody who got offended by those comments.
I think he should have made a post first before doing a video to back it.
There may be an post to no, Charlie.
No.
You never
know.
The
reason why his posts went far, you know this video that you are talking about, I have watched the video, but I only watched the except where he was insulting Baba Sadiq because the bloggers did not push the right part, the part was, which is why when he made the post in a test form, I felt like there was a reason he made it in a test form than doing a video.
But
he wanted that particular information to go hit the right quarters, which did. So the apology should have come out first in a written form, just as the test came. There's screenshot that by now you don't have any reason unless you say you don't report it. But once you are reporting exactly what he said. But now they were able to push the Baba Sadiq thing so much, it took you to come and tell me that.
Do you know that sometimes what you there's a problem or there's some kind of difficulty in transferring an idea from the head to the hand in writing. And I can, for Shatta Wale to say he's always intimidated by people who write plenty English or no book, you should clearly see that he has that kind of problem. So yes, he might have the right intention that, okay, this and that is what I want to say, probably in the text. But before you realize, as confused and inconsistent as people perceive him to be, which is why he decided to put it in a live video, because I don't know, and then you bet me I can direct.
Yeah, but it defeated the purpose of what he did. Straight
from source. But then, an apology is still an apology, no matter how you put it.
Yeah, some these issues with political affiliations, political source,
politics, tribalism, religion, these are very sensitive topics that if you don't take care, when you stand on left, the right people will come for you. When you stand on right, the left people will come for you.
Okay, before we move to our final story, Wendy Shay is saying that in the Ghanaian industry, music industry, there is actually industry artists and artists for the industry. I really don't get that thing she was saying. I know Seja. One Shatta Wale in the smart people who intimidate artists. Talk to me about it. What really is it about? What's she talking about?
Industry artists and some artists who are in the industry. I think it's I agree with her. It is true.
Give me examples and explain.
We have, you know, what she said, that we have people who are industry artists and some artists are in the industry. Yes, it is true, but her explanation made it wrong. Okay, so I think, yes, the whole topic of people being in the industry and some being for the industry is very clear. Anybody can see that. I give you this example. Okay,
let me see. It's what I'm thinking.
At a point, every artist is an artist in the industry. For you to move from artist in the industry to an artist for the industry is a step further, okay? And it takes your work. When I say your work, especially with, she was saying that with regards to award scheme, okay? So let me tackle it from that angle. It's, you know, we have the board, the academy, the general public, and the media. These four make up the whole industry. And at a point, if your work is able to please any or all these four, you become the industry's artist.
Okay, I'm coming to give an example of one artist that has probably gotten 3 out of the 4. Kiddy. Kiddy is for the people by the media, probably not for the board or the academy, but for the scheme too. Do you realize during the VGM when they are about to mention artists of the year, do you realize all the media people went to Kiddy?
Yes, because
they want him for it.
So that is why I'm saying that. And it all boils down to what I always say, music politics. You know, politics is everywhere.
And unfortunately, Kwame Ujimo has now, he was once the industry artist, and now he became somebody in the industry. Now it's like they are sort of super-oriented.
So it depends on how well you are able to play your politics, okay? Because Unim say the president knows he is very popular. The opposition candidates also know say he is very popular. But when it is time for campaign. That is where you will see them at villages. You understand? Because they know how to play that game very well, to the extent that they don't rely on the fact say they've worked or they have something to show for, but they also want to test the system and see if indeed it is as they think.
The system loves them.
You understand? So if you think that yes, and for her to say oh, sometimes people don't deserve it and they award now, come on. The day you Wendy Shay, I think it was 2019 that you won New Artist of the Year. You were in the same category with the likes of Eddie K, Kwame MP.
Oh.
Hey, what was that one say? So, and I'm sure if you should call all these artists, they will all tell you that you, Wendy Shay, did not deserve. But at that particular point in time,
you were the industry girl.
Exactly.
That's true, though. Real.
And anybody.
Listen, this guy.
And anybody.
I tell you.
And anybody, you see, say a komawa. You are the industry's favorite, obviously. Say Ankwamawa, you are just an artist in the industry. This year, Sarkodie is almost an artist in the industry and not the industry's artist. We clearly saw it from.
Up until we came on stage and they realized that no, this one is one of our favorites.
Yes, you understand? Sure. Because to him, he feels okay. This is not the time for me to go and campaign for votes. So he laid back, of course. And with the politics at hand, it will go against you.
Most definitely.
If you decide to lay back, it will go against you. So yes, every artist at a point is just an artist in the industry. But it will take your works and how well you know how to play the game to move from being an artist in the industry to an industry's artist.
Aside the awards bit, it feels there are artists that's the artists for the industry. They are artists, whether with the award or not, that's actually artists for the industry. That when you are artists in the industry and you go at those artists for the industry comes at you.
It is not true.
It is not true.
It is not true.
Please expatiate.
You see, this year we had from the gospel fraternity, I think we had Joe Metal in there. We had Gifty.
No, not the award though. Not the award.
We are talking about the industry
itself.
Yes, because you see, like I said.
Is it true that it happens that way or it's not true?
It's not true.
That it happens that way. What accounts for Kelvin Boy?
Wait, we have. That's why I'm saying that. We have. The industry has 4 wings. That is the media, the board, the academy, and the general public. So yes, probably he has the lab of 2.
Who? Well, who? Because I don't see who. So let me say who.
No, for him to even get nomination means that because it is.
No, you see, for the nomination, I worked on the VGMA behind long
distance.
It is the numbers.
Okay.
If the numbers tell that your song was the most popular, no matter what they do, the numbers are there.
And which people make the numbers?
No, I mean to enter the criteria is the people. The people that listen to your song. Your song becomes a big song and all.
Of course.
So that one day, they have no option but to consider it as. So if your song had 300, let's say, Kelvin Boy song had 300 million streams the year under review, because whether or not you like him, the number is there to prove.
That's what I'm saying, that you see. So for that, it is the people that have given him numbers. The general public has have given him numbers.
You see, that is wide enough, because I feel it doesn't necessarily tell if Ghana likes you, because you can go behind those numbers and might not even be Ghana. Exactly.
So when you say that there are some people that the industry will come at you when you go at them, I think it is something that they've worked to achieve. You understand?
What is that?
It is part of the politics. Politics no move play. No. So if I know, say, okay, my Juma, and I am able to convince you to like me as a board member, or to like me, just like maybe Diana Hamilton was able to convince people like the Table of Men to campaign for her. Of course, we had other musicians, gospel musicians in the same scheme, but yet you could clearly see a concentration in there. Now Diana Hamilton. So at this point, when you say Oka say Oko attack Diana Hamilton, they will come against you. But probably the general public or the media would not come against you like the way those industry folks who might probably serve as board or academy come at you. I don't know if you understand. Because it is just a section of them that likes you. And yet the whole industry. Maybe an board near academy per wasem. And the board and academy, probably some of them too. And you can say be a gatekeepers near the until maybe it is the board and academy that likes you. But probably now you don't have that massive love from the general public. That is why we have album of the year. Some albums have higher numbers than others. But some, at times, because of the quality of the album, it is still being nominated.
Conversation was suited by one.
Oneplay. At last, your music.